Oh, I was trying to Matthew McConaughey it, but my wrong way. My mic was not on. What I was trying to say is, all right. Let's get to business. Day three. I'm so happy that we've been able to do 3 days in a row. It's been very, very fun. And guess what? I still have more selects to do, unfortunately. I can't figure out how to get them done quicker. I can't skip through the process. Just a little bit more this way. Cool. Housekeeping stuff. Let's get the music going. I love this first song. It really gets me to realize the stream is on. I'm starting to memorize these songs. Alright, let's put chat over here. And let's get popping. How's everybody doing today? How's everyone doing today? Today, we're going to be working efficiently. We're going to be finishing our postcards from Japan. And we will be also starting an edit at the end of today's day. No matter what. We're finishing the selects no matter what. Today. It's happening. Let's get popping here. So I gotta turn this off. Right about here looks good. Probably right around there. Yep, all that looks good. Bring this up a tad. All right, another day, another stream, another potential edit. Let's get going. No time wasted today. It's kind of a nice shot here. He walks by. Nice alleyway. We had some phenomenal food in this location. It was so good. Sniping people as I do. Kind of an interesting little thing here. Could be useful. I like the color in it. Also today we have unlocked the full version of Dehancer. So we're going to be doing a lot of Dehancer stuff today. It's a film look generator. We'll compare that with Davinci's film look. There's so many tools to create an interesting look now. There really is. Ooh, this is nice. Woo! That's a dirty shot right there. Maybe I'll include this too. Add some people in there. So I want to be as selective as possible to make sure I don't miss anything. It just makes things a lot easier for me later, especially with the workflow that I do. Ooh, that was cool. So, we are editing today. Let me zoom out of the timeline and show you where we are, Blur Vision. I appreciate you checking in every single day. We are editing today, though. I'm keeping my promise. This is all we have left. We're not going to mess with these on the ends. These are Ultra and some other stuff. We're not going to mess with these. But we're so close, and we're gonna skip a lot of this kind of documentary style stuff of my buddies. We're gonna skip that, and we're gonna go through here. So it'll speed up very quickly here. Actually, I think this is the last couple of shots I shot in Tokyo. Yeah, me personally. My friend shot everything else. This is the last shot we got. This is us going in our little apartment in Tokyo. It was called the Roppongi Place. That was the end. Faith is saying goodbye. Goodbye, Tokyo. It was a huge mess. I didn't think it was a huge mess. It is a huge mess. It always is a huge mess. It's almost there. It's almost done. But I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been grinding every single day. I've just been logging on here and going through, reliving everything that I've already seen. And finding the gold. You gotta go through everything. Oh, this is a good shot right here, actually. Probably gonna use this for my hero shot, huh? That's a great shot to use. Shanghai? How are we in Shanghai again? I was actually thinking all day today. I was like, I gotta get these selects done because Blur Vision's gonna hop on my stream and say, where's the editing? Where are we at? And that's exactly what you did immediately. I thought yesterday you came in maybe 45 minutes in. I was like, okay, I can probably sneak by an hour of selects before Blur Vision comes and asks me about the edit. What is happening? The start of the edit, at least, is happening today. It's kind of a cool shot. It's kind of a cool shot, too. The video is about Tokyo. Let me show you some inspo. Okay? I saw this video and I was like, what the heck? Like, it's so cool. Let me show you some inspo real quick. I can't play the sound though because YouTube will flag me for copyright music. But I will show you the visuals. That's the most important part. I'm also trying to figure out the best way of live streaming without getting flagged. All of this is like League of Legends. If you know what League of Legends is, I'm a huge fan of League of Legends. Let's do Tokyo Cinematic. Let's find it. It's gotta be in my history somewhere. Give me 1 second. It's worth worth the wait. Let me see if I can pull it up on my history. Yeah, I watch League of Legends like if I'm not editing and I'm not hanging out with people, then most likely I am watching League of Legends. I've been watching this guy play Rust recently. It's been hilarious. Where is it? Okay, 1 second. I know it's in here. Why does it take so long to find things? Okay, here we go. It's called Cinematic Reality Japan. I can't play the sound, unfortunately. But just watch this. This is the inspo. I did not get a shot like this, unfortunately. This shot is crazy. I have no idea how he did this. This shot is absolutely wild. The sound is so good in this too. I'm sad that it's copyrighted music. But this training sequence, I got this for sure, guaranteed. I got that. He used that as an overlay. I got a shot like that as well. Again, we're just using this as inspo. We're not gonna take this from him. Of course, we're gonna make our own version of it. So he was mainly like just posting vibes and stuff, like he would just film static shots of people doing things. And I don't know what the hell I don't know what that moon was right there. EOS 300. I actually don't even know what that is. Canon EOS 300. Is that like a film camera? He seems to be like a really good photographer, but he did a lot of awesome nighttime stuff in Tokyo. So I saw this. It's a 30-minute video. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I saw this and I was like, it gave me so much inspo to go out there and shoot a lot. What I really am sad about is I didn't have a polarizer. And so a lot of the train shots that oh, you actually see him in this shot. You see him right here in the window in this shot. Right here, you see him. I got a lot of shots like this as well. But not at nighttime. He had some really cool nighttime stuff. I try to get some reflections of people too. Such a vibe there. The Shibuya crossing is like one of my favorite parts of this video. I should have got more types of signage too. Wow, this lower thirds is so nice right here. I've been trying to view videography from a photographer's standpoint. I'm trying to look at it. Wow, it's pouring on these people. It is full on pouring on these people. but this is a place called Shibuya's Crossing. And I wanted to take a lot of inspo from this guy. And I loved how he had people in shadow. I loved the images that he captured, and I was thinking to myself, how can I capture similarly in a video sense? But my style is much more movement centered. I have a lot more movement in the way I like to film and the way I like to edit and put videos together. I like a lot of dynamic shots, so it isn't as much static, but I want to implement some static stuff in there too. Are the clothes in the washer clean or dirty? I don't know if they are actually. I'm just assume that they're dirty. Assume that they're dirty. I think that's a safe bet. So yeah, that's the inspo that we're going after. He is very talented, for sure. This, I was not able to get a time at. But such cool. Yeah, mine is much more dynamic than his in terms of movement, which could be good, could be bad. Once this is done, we will get a lot. I will show you kind of the vibe of the selects. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you for stopping in. We're just vibing, looking at some inspo for our edit today. Or for the edit in the future. Here, my friend, but I really do appreciate that you stopped in and said hello. Guys, is the stream kind of laggy right now? Let me know if it's laggy. My girlfriend said it was laggy. My friend was just filming people like he did not care. He's not afraid of putting cameras in people's faces, that's for sure. Or at least pointing them in the right direction. I'm much more fearful. Okay, video playback is laggy. Like in Davinci or even the YouTube video that I was showing. Was it in the YouTube video? Like, is my hands, is my head, my camera, is it lagging, stuttering? I could try to change something real quick. What's that? Camera? That's all? Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, if it's just my camera, oh, also the YouTube video, maybe let's change this to 10,000. I don't know why it would be lagging. Hopefully it's not that big. Is it unwatchable? Or not unwatchable, that's a pretty harsh word, but like, is it pretty annoying to the point that people would leave due to the quality? Or I changed some settings to try to make it look better, but that might have did more harm than good. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. So we're definitely just catching some vibes here. You can skip a lot through this footage. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Steven Sakamoto, my friend, who hops on here sometimes. This is Osaka. This is the famous Osaka man. Sports guy. Nice, Steven. You got some good shots. Oh, there's our buddy over there. Yeah, this is gonna be great moving postcards footage. Purple. Yes, Steven with the jersey. You've been here since the beginning. What is up, DeAndrea? I'm glad that you are back. I'm glad to see you guys back again. Makes it much more fun. I was just showing Blur Vision some inspo we're taking for the postcards and also the edit that we're doing in a second. So the reason why I'm changing these clip colors, I'm trying to let myself know what type of clips these are, like static shots that I could use possibly in a postcard. But guys, please let me know if the stream is laggy. My girlfriend said it was a bit laggy. I changed some settings to try to make it look better. And so if it is laggy, I can change it for next time. Okay, we'll skip all this stuff. This is all footage that my friend shot. We shared footage. Mr. Sakamoto filming girls. I think these are the girls that they were talking to that they randomly met in Japan. They were on their grind to find a significant other. Okay, this is all footage we can skip. Thank goodness. We're gonna jump ahead really far. Let me just see what this is. Guys, Colder Creative just released a competition if you guys are interested. If you guys do drone photography or videography, they're doing a competition right now on drone videography, a drone montage, 45-second video of drone stuff. So if you're interested in that, check it out on their page. Oh, this is some good BTS actually. I can use this for an Instagram reel. This footage was really fun to film and also to look back on. Also, guys, look at this. I have Dehancer fully unlocked. But let's do a color space transform real quick. Sony SGamma3.cine S-Log3 to Rec 709 Gamma 2.4. That's how I convert my footage in Davinci. I'll show you guys Dehancer real quick. Dehancer is a film emulation tool, not sponsored by them, but we can do some really cool stuff with it. Let me show you. So let's disable it right now. Also, that made that look crazy. Let's go over here. So the gear I used was ZVE1 with Tamron 17 to 28, 28 to 70, and 70 to 200. I bought all of the lenses on Facebook Marketplace used specifically for the trip. And the drone, I use the Mavic Air 3S, I believe it is. That's what I used. I didn't really use it too much because I was kind of scared to use it in foreign countries, especially in Tokyo, where the buildings are so large and there's a lot of people there that can mess things up. But like I could get in trouble very easily. Let's do. So what this program does is it emulates film, stock film, and puts it on your footage. I want to try to make this bigger. Well, I guess it doesn't want me to. So let's go through some of these. What I like to do is I like to go to print, and I like to change it to print film or glossy paper, but print film actually looks really nice, and it gives it a grain, puts a grain on it, and it makes it look like film. This one is a little bit too green in my taste, but it can turn very digital images into a nice looking film image. Of course, this one is kind of crazy, like it's a little bit much. Let's tone it down and also pick something else. Let's go through these. I don't know too much about film, so I might be picking some really weird options, but here's Kodak Gold, which actually looks really nice. I really like Kodak Gold. This is gonna be a nice little sequence for BTS. But Dehancer is a really cool tool. Let's throw in also. Let me show you some of the options as well you can do with. So you have your film, which is like the film stock that you choose. Kodak Gold looks really good. I'm using Kodak print film. Let's look at the glossy paper again too, to see the difference. Yeah, I like print film right now. Basically, yes. It's like creating your own LUT on the image, correct? But there's a lot of different things, a lot of things that you can target. Like it's basically like a look creator. Like yesterday we used the Davinci look creator. Like you can create your own look really easily in this. Can make it more magenta, more green. You can do more cyan, more red. You can change the shadows tone. You could pump like blue into the shadows if you wanted. Highlights tone, all that stuff. I'm not going to enable it though. Film grain. This is what I love adding recently. This is 35mm grain. As you can see, it's these little dots in the image that are like grainy. I've been really liking grain recently. It just takes away the digital super sharpness. And I'm getting kind of bored of my just basic color grades on images. And so it's really nice to have some uniqueness. And let's throw the prism blur on here as well. So we get some distortion on the edges. So we throw it on there and then we invert it. And I like taking the aberration down, and then also softening it up. This one will be a little bit hard to tell that there's even anything there, but you can see a little bit of distortion on the edges now. The footage from my camera in this was really nice too. But you can see before after on the edges here. I don't like that aberration that much. Really, it's more about the blur for me, which obviously that was too much blur. But we're gonna be able to create some really cool looks. I'm actually really excited to edit a lot of this footage because we can go crazy with it, test out a whole bunch of different things. But let's keep going. So that's Dehancer. We'll get more into depth with Dehancer in a second, but I just wanted to show you because I really like Dehancer. Let's slap this on everything without the Dehancer module. Also guys, this footage here is looking really nice. Oh, we're so close to being done. I can actually like scroll through and see an endpoint, which is so nice. Oh, this footage is gonna be nice too. Look at this. That's gonna look good. That's gonna look good, good, good. Alright, we're almost there, almost there, almost there. 20 minutes, speed 20 minutes. That's what we're aiming for here, a speed edit. It looks like I got a pack of Zens in my back pocket there, but I don't. I promise I don't. Ooh, that's a really nice shot. All I gotta do is scale in a little bit to get my camera out of there. Oh, it's raining at the house. It's raining where I'm at. Where are you guys at in the world? Tell me where you're from. Steven Sakamoto. I'm definitely gonna use like the caption, like "What is bro doing?" for the Instagram reel, and then show what I actually recorded. Perry, what is up? I'm glad to see these familiar faces. Washington State. I'm so happy to see the familiar faces. Amsterdam, wow. That's crazy. I've always wanted to visit Amsterdam. You guys have some like crazy, like loose laws in your society. It's so cool though. Like drugs are illegal, prostitution's legal, a bunch of crazy stuff is legal in Amsterdam. How do you feel about that, being from Amsterdam? Are you like, hell yeah, more power to the people? Or would you like more tightness on, I guess we're getting political here. I'm assuming you the least amount of regulation, the better, right? This is a friction arm shot, so we put a friction arm on a cup. This was for a Airbnb place to show some beer being poured and drank. We got some crazy shots here actually, like crazy looking shots. They didn't turn out like as good as I was hoping, but this shot's pretty cool. Go up, cheers the person. If I had a wider angle lens, this would have been perfect. We had people drink it as well. If my stream goes down, it's because it's raining pretty hard. Ooh, I gotta tell my girlfriend about something. 1 second. It's actually raining pretty hard right now. Is it raining in Washington State right now? My trash can, our trash can's getting fully filled up with rainwater. And I just asked my girlfriend to go out there and close the lid. And she said, hell no. How many clips do I have for this entire project? Or, yeah, look, it's kind of crazy seeing somebody drink from it like that. It's kind of gross. Yeah, I feel like it's always raining in Washington. Washington State. What do you mean by Washington State? You mean like the state Washington? Like Seattle? Pacific Northwest? Is that what you mean? That looks pretty cool. There's the little Eiffel Tower looking thing in Tokyo. Okay, we can skip through all of this. Ooh, this is a nice shot here. Good job, Steven. Let's give a round of applause to Steven Sakamoto. He might be popping in here in the chat in a minute now. Ah, okay, Washington D.C. Yeah, that makes sense. Washington State almost sounds like a college. I'm sure there is a Washington State University, huh? Oh, nice. He got some really cool. Oh, he got some bangers. Let's go, Steven. I haven't seen any of this stuff. Jersey boy can film, indeed. Look at that. Lots of static stuff. We were trying to... Here's the baseball game that we were editing yesterday as well. We both had our cameras here. I'll try to go through some of this stuff quickly. We were trying to snipe some people here. Obviously with the cameras. No other... Jeffrey, what is up, my man? Dallas, Texas. Welcome, welcome. What is he recording me? He's recording me, recording myself. This was such a crazy experience going to this baseball game in Japan. It was really cool. We had some hot dogs. They don't look very appetizing, do they, guys? It looks absolutely disgusting. I'm a Texas man myself, Jeffrey. I live in Austin, Texas. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. That's pretty interesting. That's actually really interesting. Okay. So, order of operations today. I know it would be, right? Japan just has so much to offer. This was shot on the FX3. So mine was shot ZV-E1, his was shot on the FX3. He got some good shots. Oh, he's probably sniping people in here. Okay, we're almost through, guys. We're almost through. I don't want any Rolex. Ooh, nice, Steven. Steven Sakamoto. You know what I would change with this, Steven? If you ever see this. And also, guys, there's some distortion on the edges. I don't know if you could tell, but I left the distortion. You see on the edge? Did you catch it? Did you catch it or not? Man, the FX3 just looks so good. Probably here. There you go, here. The beginning is really nice too, but the focus hunting is really annoying. Exactly. Perry, you gotta go. You gotta go. Yep. FX3, and it's for good reason. It's for good reason it's popular. Wow, this is a really cool spot. I don't know where he was for this, but it was really good shot. Exposure for some reason is changing throughout, but hey Perry, one day you will. We're putting it out in the universe right now. Uh-oh, this is our all you can eat, all you can drink experience. I was sick at this time, so I did not partake. I had 2 beers, but I did not take in the festivities as much as they did. That's me and my girlfriend here. But they had this was towards the end of the trip, so we were celebrating the 70-mile hike in the Gobi Desert in 3 or 4 month, sorry, not month, I wish it was 3 months, 3 to 4 week trip, because this was the end. Nice. This is a really cool shot too. Steven, I might be stealing your footage. He did a good job, very good job with these static shots. Once this is all done, we're gonna skim through everything. We're gonna make a postcards, edit, and then we'll potentially begin our edit for Tokyo. Actually, probably just Japan in general edit. It's interesting. The problem with leaving everything on Steven exposed things really well, actually. I tend to overexpose for S-Log, but I like that it looks very contrasty right out of camera already. Lots of food. True. He has a full Steven Sakamoto. Oh, what is he zooming in on here? Caught in 4K. What is this man zooming in on? Japan had some interesting advertisements, let's just say that, in terms of anime, and honestly their magazines too were strange. I don't think I'm going to use that at all, but I might use this. Is that supposed to say Asian? Spelled different. Okay, so we got some vertical clips here. It's kind of a cool shot. This is the International Forum in Tokyo. Very cool architecturally. Very good architecture, I should say. Ooh, train shots. I love me some train shots. Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Let's go, Steve. I love the blur in the edges. This is our friend Brianna. We randomly bumped into her. She was on the trip the whole time, and then we randomly bumped into her just by chance in Tokyo. She didn't even stay by us or anything. We just bumped into her, and then we kidnapped her. Not kidnapped her. I shouldn't be saying that. She came willingly with us to the rest of the day. I got a really nice hyperlapse here. He got a nice shot of this train going by. It's a really nice shot. There is a train in Japan that has a driverless front. It's called the Rainbow Train. And you can film a lot of cool stuff. Like, this is really cool. But I have a like tripod version of all of these shots that I'm on hyperlapse. But he was able to like keep his hands free, so he was able to like turn and stuff. Not my favorite here, but that's kind of cool. Is this like S&Q mode or something?
Friend, I understand this much.
I need to take that song out of my montage. Guys, we are so close to being done. These poor people, they got filmed without their consent, that's for sure. Okay, I'm using that. The bridge is very nice. There we go. What was that? Right here. Do you guys see this? What is that right here? This little flash. That's crazy. I don't know what that was. Alright, this is the Soho house. It was beautiful. Beautiful building. We did a lot of architectural stuff in Tokyo. Man, if I was not in this frame, it would be such a cool shot, but it is kind of cool I'm in the frame too. Okay, bangers. Steven is a silent but deadly shooter. Very efficient. Look at that. Perfect. I can almost tell that there's a little bit of difference in quality of footage between the FX3 and the ZV-E1, but there shouldn't be because it's the same sensor, so I'm confused. Maybe it's the lenses. Ah, yeah. It might be the lenses. He's using G Master, I'm using Tamron. Could be the lens. Just looks a lot sharper. Mine looks like a little bit more faded. Oh, that's sick. Whoa. Woo. That's a cool ending to it. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the inspo of what we're trying to create once this is done. We're basically taking everything. It might be the lenses. This footage looks really freaking good. I'm like trying to understand what the difference is between his and mine. The footage looks better. After it's been transformed. Nice, you're coming to Austin. That is great. What are you doing in Austin? Alright, cool. We're to some fun parts. Let's brighten this up a tad. It's really dark. Oh, it's because I have correction on it already. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, this looks like way darker and like more punchy. It's because I already had a color grade on it. My goal is to create a production company that I have a small team that are really talented at what they do. And we work for the outdoor recreation niche. Get to travel, make some really awesome commercials, and you know, work with my friends. I want to be able to be financially free, not stress too much. I'm sure everyone wants that, but be able to create some really cool things with my friends. And you know, I don't want to scale the production company very much. I'm not like trying to grow it to a point where like I step back from it and just like let it do its thing. I want to be a major part in the leadership and also the formation of the team eventually that will be built out. And a huge goal of mine has been able to figure out how can I travel to these beautiful places and get paid to do it. To do that, you have to be really freaking good. because there's lots of competition in this space. Really just like, I want to create stories that inspire people to get up and get after it every single day. I will have to take this out and post. This thing's gonna light up here in a minute. I got a time lapse of it lighting up. Oh, this is cool. Wow. That is pretty. He's filming this random guy. This poor guy is just FaceTiming his looks like his son, and he's just like, I'm gonna put a camera in your face. Okay, so right here, you guys see this camera right here? That is mine taking a time lapse of the whole thing. And I used a suction cup here and a friction arm instead of a tripod, because tripods weren't allowed, so we improvised. What sucks is none of us had a polarizer, so we're getting a lot of reflections on the window. This is a really nice shot. We could actually probably punch in and get rid of this. Something like that. It's on the base of the camera. So the suction cup is down here, suction cup to the ground, and then I have a friction arm holding the camera steady, which it actually ended up moving. I think people like bumped it. I just left it there. I didn't want to take up the whole space. I'm pretty sure people were like bumping it, and so it was moving, unfortunately, but the shot is really nice. It's gonna color grade so nicely. There's me and Faith here. Being coupley. Sorry for the PDA, guys. Yeah, the suction cup was not visible. This was a beautiful spot. There's Steven Sakamoto himself, but if he's in the frame, then who's filming? That's the question. He's being goofy. It's kind of cool. Oh. Nice. Hopefully we filmed when the thing actually turned on. This Eiffel Tower looking thing turns on. Hopefully we got that. It's a cool shot, but he's out of focus. I'm the filmer too. How dare I? Oh, my camera died. Okay, let me change cameras. Thank you for telling me. Give me 1 second. ZVE1 overheated. Somehow it didn't overheat yesterday. Let's see. I have a webcam, but I don't think it's plugged in right now. I'll just use my FaceTime camera. Going with my FaceTime camera. That'll work. That'll do, right? I wish I got the focus pulled correctly. Hopefully I got it here. It's a nice hero shot. I got him for like a second here. I should have kept that wide, that wideness. Ooh, out of focus. I actually like the people in the way in this. Gives it a little bit of a cool character, but yeah, this was a beautiful location. We were on a skyscraper through the windows. And again, a polarizer would have been perfect, but no one had one. You can see all these reflections of people. And guys, we're so close to being finished with the selects. It's taken days. It's taken like 2 weeks for me to finish these selects. And now the fun part's about to begin. Putting together an edit. I was in Japan for 2 weeks or a week and a half. Not as much time as I would want, but it's all the time that we had. The only time that was allocated, and you know, it costs money too. Not enough resources to be there for like a month. It would have been really nice to be there for a month. But if I were to go to Japan again, it would be definitely in March, like in the spring. Because you get the cherry blossoms, you get cooler weather, it's not so rainy. The rain was good for some parts of it, with the umbrellas and stuff. But that's cool. But definitely I would go to Japan in the spring or even in the winter, because I feel like Japan in the winter is really cool. Snowy. I don't think it snows in Tokyo, but other parts of Japan it snows a lot, which is kind of crazy. Different parts of it. Perry, good thing you asked. I actually have a ton of Disneyland footage from Shanghai. I'll show you it in a minute. Wow. It's a cool vibe. If the camera shake stopped. There we go. Just need to rotate it a bit. Do one of these, scale in just 10. Well, I wish I had punched out a little bit. I think I'm filming here. I wish I zoomed out a little bit. People who are up here doing like flash photography, I'm like, bruh, please do not do flash photography. Wow. The angle is so... Yes, definitely bring your camera. They allow it. It's very, very chill there. I tried bringing my gimbal. Just don't try to bring your gimbal in because they will confiscate it and make you put it in a locker. In China, they were like so confused like what it was. And they're just like, no, you can't bring it in. It was like a huge ordeal. It took like an hour. But don't let that worry you about the cameras. Usually Disneyland's very chill about cameras. Yo, Medul, what's going on? I'm interested in your story as well. What's funny is you got suggested this because you follow Cole. Do you follow Cole on YouTube? It's funny because I am in his Colder Creative and I compete. I'm really active in his course. Mr. Sam Colder is a huge inspiration of mine. My story essentially is I was going to college, wasn't really liking college very much. Well, actually, I'll tell you the whole story. When I was in high school, my brother passed away, and I went to college right after that had happened. I went to school for geology, and I really didn't really like geology. I wanted to do something where I thought I could travel in. I knew that in high school going into, I'm like, I want to figure out how I can travel and see the world. And that led me to geology because it was like study of the earth, study of rocks, probably get to travel, see the world, see some really cool landscapes. So that's why I went to geology. My dad's a geologist, my sister's a geologist. Once I realized that geology wasn't for me, I actually stumbled upon Sam's video, Hey Tim. And that sparked like a huge passion of mine of like, I need to somehow make this happen. I need to be able to film beautiful places in the world and also make that my career. And also, go out there and, live a life of adventure. And in Hey Tim, in his story, his brother passed away as well too. So I like really resonated with his message because I was going through and experiencing something extremely similar. And so I followed along his journey, and he is the sole reason I got into filming and videography. And I actually made a short. It's called Pressure. If you want to check it out on my page, where I talk about this. I also talk about the weight of ambition, the pressure I put on myself to succeed, stuff like that. It actually ended up winning first in his competition this year, his My Year competition. And so heavily influenced by Sam Colder, I would say. That's awesome that you're here based on the fact that you follow Cold. That's really cool. Did YouTube recommend it? Like recommend the search? Or did you recognize me through Colder Creative or something? There's a bunch of deer outside my door. Guys, we're so close to being finished. And now I actually am going on a trip with Sam Colder in the fall. I won a trip with him through the competition. And so it'll be a full circle moment. of, you know, he's the whole reason why I got into filmmaking, and the end of this year I'm gonna get to do a trip with him. It's like super exciting and like fulfilling, and so that has given me a lot of motivation to like get myself in high gear this year and like start producing the way that I know that I could be producing. I've been kind of procrastinating a lot in my life, and yeah, it's just like it's time to grow and succeed and level up. That's what this year's about. What is good, Sujel Extreme? How's it going? I would love to learn about you, Medell, as well. I was gonna say, damn, your story is inspirational, man. Do you also know Ben TK? Yes. Well, I don't know Ben TK. But I know of him. I've seen videos of his. I never ended up running into him. The two that I ran into from just seeing their videos, like the people in the space, was Jay Alvarez and Sam Colder. And Jay isn't really a creative, he was more of like an influencer. But it was cool, like, being able to see how they are as humans, you know, rather than just like see them on the computer screen. Guys, we're almost done with these selects. Like, we're so close. These are like the last little clips, and then we can start. Appreciate you, man. Did you have you seen my videos in the past? So Joel Extreme, where are you from? Tell me about yourself. I'm very glad that you're here. Happy that you're here. We're about to make a banger from Tokyo, and you guys are gonna be able to see the whole process. Not today, but I stream every single day from around 4:45 to 6:45 p.m. Central Time, USA. So this time right now, every single weekday, I'll be streaming my whole process on how I create. I will be posting this on Instagram. I will be posting content on TikTok, and I'll also be posting this onto YouTube. I'm going to make a whole cinematic film for YouTube itself, where it stays on this platform, about Japan, about Tokyo. Back like a year ago, I was watching Gox, and I was like, I want to do this too. So I bought a camera and started shooting. I'm not at that level where I get. Dude, Gox is so good, and it's so awesome to hear that you are inspired by Gox, because I just discovered him last year, and he's definitely inspiring a new wave of filmmakers for sure. Gox is such a beast. I watch him all the time. Every video that he makes, I'm watching it like instantly. I'm from India. It's almost 5 a.m. for me, and I've seen your streams a lot. Thank you for coming back. And dang, that is early, man. Are you staying up late, or are you just waking up? Are you like staying up all night? Also, guys, if you have any questions about Davinci, feel free to let me know. This is kind of the boring part. Client from website or Insta. Maybe I need to work on that. I only get work here. Okay, so where I get client from website or Insta. So I bought a camera and started shooting. I'm not that level where I get a client from website or Insta. Maybe I need to work on that. I only get to work here and there, but not directly. Okay, that makes sense. Well, keep grinding, man. Like I've been filming for about 4 or 5 years, and it only gets better. The more you progress, the more work you're gonna get, obviously. But don't lose hope. Just keep going. Keep grinding, and you'll eventually land your dream clients, guaranteed. As long as you put in the work. That's what we're doing here today, folks. We're putting in the work. Don't be afraid of getting in Davinci, getting your hands dirty, and learning. And treat it like a sandbox. Everyone needs their creative sandbox where there's no pressure, there's no judgment. You just go in there and you start creating. And that's what I'm wanting to do on these live streams, is just go and ooh, this is cool. These silhouettes. Uh-oh. This is a joke, of course. This is my girlfriend here, Faith. Uh-oh, PDA, guys. Sorry you had to see that. Sorry you had to see that. Oh, she did it again. I think Steven told her to do it again. I literally, for some reason, I don't have chopsticks in my shirt pocket here. I wish I didn't have chopsticks in my shirt pocket. I was like just randomly carrying it around in my shirt pocket this day for some reason. A video editor, nice. I sleep in the morning. Wow, so you edit all night and then you sleep in the mornings? Oh wow, that's an incredible shot. And the heart to end it. Okay, these are the last bits of footage. There's Brianna, Faith, more Brianna. He got her yawning. He got her yawning. He's sniping Brianna. Ooh, look at this. Shibuya's Crossing. How could you not like Shibuya's Crossing? Oh, there I am, ruining the shot. Shibuya's Crossing looks so good with umbrellas. Man, I cannot believe how long this the selects process has been taking me. I'm almost out of time on this stream already, and I haven't even finished the selects process. But I'm going to show you guys some things before I leave. I'll probably edit for 30 more minutes. And Blur Vision, if you're still here, guaranteed we're editing tomorrow. Guaranteed. That's cool. Oh, I love this train that would pop in here and there, and hopefully I got it filmed. Oh no, I only got the other side of it filmed. You know, sometimes you get the shot, sometimes you don't. It's kind of a nice car shot. Could be speed ramped or something. Nice. I like that shot a lot. Oh yeah, it's like those photos you see on Instagram of like motion blur cars through the walk. What do you usually edit, Soldier Extreme? What type of content? Guys, we're almost there. We're almost there. So what I'm doing is I'm scrubbing through all of these clips, and please tell me I got the train. I think I just stood here and I was waiting for the train like this whole time. There we go. Okay. We got the train, boys and girls. We got it. Look at this. Very slow moving train, but it's a really good postcard shot. Hopefully I got it all the way until the end. I did. Nice. Okay. And we had a bunch of people walking through Shibuya's crossing while it's happening. So look at that. That's the end. Wow. That's the end, guys. Look at all these people. It's like ants. Oh, what comment? I only get work here and there, but not to me directly. That comment? Sorry if I missed it. Is that what you're talking about? That's the last comment I got, at least. The music's gone. We definitely need music. Let's turn the music up, actually. We need some energy because you know what? We're about to go into a edit. Not an edit. Postcard. We gotta celebrate going through all of our selects. Alright, that's the end. Collaboration with the car company. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what... I didn't get it, the message about the car company. Could you tell me more about that? I didn't see that. Alright guys, look at all this footage we went through. It is done. It is done. Alright. We are actually going to take all of this out of the all selects timeline. And we're going to organize it a little bit better. So, once you go through all of your footage in entirety, this is a big moment. It's been 2 weeks of going through all of this footage. I skipped some parts that like I don't need. Once you go through it, then you take the top layer. So first, let's take this marker. Let's say Gobi. And let's hold Option and drag this to wherever it ends up. Okay, so go back to your selects. It's going to be a little bit laggy because there's a lot of footage. What's crazy, guys, you're going to think this is crazy, but I've never had a real job. I always started straight for videography as a job. I was lucky when I was going to college that I didn't have to have a job in college. And from college, 2 years into college, I started freelancing right off the bat with video. And so this whole time I've just been doing video. Collaboration with a car company. I think YouTube is censoring my comments about the movie with Dinosaur, but yeah, they are doing a collaboration with the company. That's strange that it's censoring it because yeah, I'm not seeing your comments. I'm interested in what you're trying to say though. In the beginning, I was like in wedding wine with like pre-weddings highlights, then worked in music videos, and now in leisure time like real estate, digital marketing, kind of experience all kind of work. Yeah, saying that actually sounds very similar to me. I started off in real estate actually, and from real estate I did like Airbnbs, unique stays, and now I'm doing outdoor recreation. That's really kind of my niche, the outdoors, anything to do with the outdoors. All right, where's this? Shanghai. So guys, we got footage from the Gobi Desert in China. We also got footage from Shanghai that we're about to add in here. We're gonna stay organized. This is how you keep everything organized. And again, we're only taking the top layer of clips because these are our best shots from the whole project. It's called the selects process. I do. It is serenitymedia.io. You can take a look. I actually need to update it a lot. Oh, guys, look at this. Speaking of Disneyland, look at this Disneyland shot that I snuck on a roller coaster. Perry, that's awesome. You're only 15 years old. Dude, Perry, if you grind until you're 18, you will have a filmmaking job by the end of it. Put your head down and grind as much as you can. You have so much time. That's incredible that you're only 15 years old. I wish I was 15 again, too, and starting out my passion. I didn't realize I liked videography until I was 20 or 19, 20. So Perry, if you have any questions, please ask me. I'd love to help you out on your journey. Hong Kong. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's not working out. Let's try that again. And I'm hitting Command D to close these gaps. And then I bring them back down a track. This is Hong Kong. We went to Shanghai. We went to the Gobi Desert. We went to Hong Kong. Then we went to Osaka. Then we went to Kyoto. And then we went to Tokyo. And that was our trip. The major days of the trip. And Perry, by the way, this is all Disneyland footage right here. You were asking about it. We got some really cool shots here. These were the boys. The boys I went with, the fellas. We got some really fun footage in Disneyland. There were cameras everywhere in Disneyland, by the way. Everywhere. Okay, so I'm in Hong Kong. Yeah, I wish I could tell you off the top of my head. I wish I could tell you off the top of my head of what they added. I need to figure that out as well. I should probably put I'm editing in Davinci 20 in my title. Kyoto. Okay, now we are doing Kyoto here. I'm gonna show you guys some color graded tricks as well before I log off. I've been showing the same trick also to everyone for a while, so but the fun is about to begin because we're done with the select process, which means we can just create now. From what we have, we can just create. And the fact that you guys are here sticking with me through the beginning phases of this project means a lot, because I know it's pretty annoying seeing the select process. Okay, so that's Kyoto. Lake Biwa. Let's get this footage. The tedious stuff is almost done. Really, editing is all kind of tedious, to be honest. But I love it. We call this Lake Biwa. Almost there. Guys, look at this footage from Lake Biwa. It was really cool. We got some cool stuff here. It's really pretty. Like really pretty. Straight out of a movie right here. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're almost there. Almost there. Yeah, dude, I tend to avoid text animation, like anything animation. Well, anything text, graphic design, I'm not a fan of. Okay, Tokyo. Now we're done organizing. So now that we have it all organized in the sequence, we can kind of go through everything and find our best shots. Give you a little glimpse of everything. This is Gobi Desert, so desert vibes, marathon. We did a 70-mile hike in the Gobi Desert for international peace. We did that. We did Shanghai, which was really cool. We went to Disneyland in Shanghai. Went there for a couple days. Then we headed to Hong Kong. Actually, Hong Kong was at the end of the trip. We went to some beautiful places in Hong Kong. This is a little time lapse that we'll edit together soon. After Hong Kong, we went to Kyoto. Then we did Lake Biwa. We got some really cool temple, nature, Japan, rustic. Oh, sorry, not rustic. Rural shots of Japan. Japan is beautiful on the rural side. I wish I got more drone stuff. I didn't get very much drone stuff at all in Japan. But they had like these shrines in Japan. It was super pretty. I wish I could help you with text animation. Text animation is difficult. Save up, man. Save up. If you are from the US, Perry, yes. I'm gonna be streaming at, like, if I'm not shooting and working, I will be streaming from 4:30 to 6:30 every weekday Central. So, and once I edit, then I'll be able to teach a lot more as well. What will eventually happen is I will live stream, and the people who are there, and then the videos of the past broadcasts will be put on my Patreon for everyone to look at. Right now, my past broadcasts are on there because I'm just starting streaming, so anyone can go back and look at my past live streams. But yeah, that's the game plan. Let's do some postcards, guys. So let's grab this one. Right now it's just called frames. This is what I'm gonna post on Instagram. Okay, we're gonna make a new project file for Instagram. So we're gonna hit Shift 9. For Instagram, we're gonna go 1350 by 1080 because that is what we are working with on our feed. Patreon is a place where people can subscribe. It's a way that people can support me in my work. It's like a monthly subscription, pretty much. And I know people hate monthly subscriptions, but I plan on posting like these long live streams and then very condensed tutorials with like a lot of information. So this is 1350 by, let's take the timeline, let's output blanking, let's reset this and zoom in. I think this is a perfect frame for Instagram. I like the color grade on this, and the reason why it's lagging is because it has Dehancer. It's lagging because I have Dehancer on it, and Dehancer makes it very kind of difficult to do I have Prism or Radial? I do have Radial. Okay. So this will be one of our moving frames. I could even put a title here, like let's see. Titles, text. Okay, guys, so my favorite title. Feel free to steal this font, but this is how I do my titles. Actually, this is just gonna be Japan. It's Pragmatica Extended. It's my favorite font by far, and then I just go to red because I like red. I like this red. This red is nice. There might be too many things going on right here. Moments from I wish you could like stay in that little spot, but I think there's too much going on in this for it to be the title. Actually, I have to remember how I did my titles. If I can spell. Let's look through some of these. Let's find a good title, intro, sequence. Nope. I kind of like that. Faith is helping me. She loves her titles. That one's kind of sick. The red and green? What do you guys think of the red and green? This one's kind of cool too. What do you guys think of this one? Japan on this one. Man, I gotta remember how I did. Here, let's go 1 second and let's bring up pressure. Let's upgrade the project file. Steven Sakamoto, we've been talking about you. We've been talking about you, bro. We've been saying only good things. I'm just gonna pull up my text. Okay, here we go. Now let's go back to Tokyo. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, not Tokyo. China and Japan, I mean. So this is what we're gonna do. I like the red and the green. It's like Christmas. We're gonna center this. Oh shoot. But it's not gonna be moving frames pressure. It's gonna be Japan. You guys like that? Ooh, the one with the family is dirty. You guys like that? I think that's pretty dirty. This will be my first call card for the postcards for Instagram. You guys like that? And here's what else we'll add. A little tip over here. We're going to go in our power bins. We're going to go Javier. We're going to go 4x5. And we're going to get a letterbox. Actually, there should be one on the pressure. Radial blur is money in fact. I agree. What else? Where have I done moving frames? I'm trying to figure out what border I had on these. I think it was 4x5, and then I'll just try this one. We're gonna letterbox it. The fruits of our labor. We can finally create stuff. Let's rotate it 90 degrees. and put it on there as thinly as possible. All right, so you guys are seeing the beginnings of the Instagram post. We're going to do moving frames. Steven, you had some banger frames, by the way. Good job. Good freaking job, sir. I saw some of them from Tokyo. I'm going to steal them. What do you guys think of this title? Smaller, bigger? Mr. Sakamoto is the Jersey guy who's back. The Jersey guy is back. Back with a vengeance. It's gotta be, oops. It's gotta be center, I think. Okay, I think that's pretty money. That's pretty money. Yeah, it could be, right? A little bit more bolder. Honestly, I don't know. My text animation, I never do text animation. Let's try to make this a little bit bolder. Let's no, not the size. I'm not sure how to make it bolder. It's light right now. I kind of like it. I kind of like it light. I like it light, I think. Let me see how I had my old ones. I've had it bold in the past. Yeah. I've had it a little bit more bold in the past, but I didn't end up liking it that much. Thanks, Hugo. I used to have it like this. But then I ended up not liking it as much as the light. I like the light. And the light looks a lot better when there isn't so much craziness in the background. So we got our first frame, I think. I think that's a good one to use. We could use this guy as well. So let's move this guy over. We're creating for IG right now. Gotta create for the gram. Let's mess with it. Let's see. Are you saying because it's getting lost in the background? I'm not seeing don't like stroke. I'm not a big fan of stroke. Oh, I see. Ah. I can offset it a little bit, right? I've actually never messed with this. That looks pretty good. What do you think of that? Well, offset on the x-axis. Just like that. Offset it by 2. I can make the blur on the top one a lot better. I'm not a big fan of it on Japan that much. Maybe just 3. I will mainly be using, I think, sound effects. Like these moving frames, I'm probably gonna use like Foley for them. How about that? Do you guys like that better? I think that looks pretty good. The Japan, do you think it looks a little bit different than the moving frames now? It has different types of offset. This one, I love this one. This isn't like a tripod shot, but I think it'll be fine. Hugo, thank you so much, man. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night or evening. We're probably gonna do this one. This one. Tamjid, how's it going? Tell me about yourself. I probably just butchered your name, but let me know about you, what you are up to. Your editor, filmer, creative. Let's make another one of these. Right now we are making moving frames from Japan. I think that's pretty sick right there as a moving frame. When does it stop? I can probably stop it like here. Photographer, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I like this shot a lot. I like this shot a lot. Thank you so much, man. Welcome, welcome. Tomorrow, Tamjid, we are editing. We are fully editing a piece for Tokyo. And I'm gonna do my best to teach as much as I can of those who are interested in Davinci while I'm doing it. Right now, we just got through all of this footage. Look at all of this footage that we went through. It took me 2 weeks to get through all of this. These are all of the gold pieces that we got, and now I'm putting video together, and we're making content. We're doing it. We are making content. This one also would be a great one to add into the moving frames. Let's go ahead and add this to our frames. It covers, let's look. I'll show you guys my storage. Oops. So Japan itself, let's see. 500 gigs. Japan itself is 500, and then we also have Hong Kong. 100 gigs Hong Kong. Gobi. 340 gigs. This was shot on the ZVE1 Sony, so the file sizes are actually pretty small. Like for instance, when I shot on Red, I barely shot on this Ultra. I barely shot 348 gigs. I maybe shot half a day, and for this Japan, I shot like 4 or 5 days with two different cameras. Like my friend was in here, and it's the same file size, but it's just the differences between Red and Sony file sizes. I love Sony file sizes. Let's throw some other stuff in here. I love this. Demorgs, how's it going? How long have I been editing? So all I've done so far is I've gone through all of my selects. So I went through all of my footage from China and Japan, and I picked out the best shots. And so now it is time to edit, but the problem is it's 7:07 p.m. This is usually when I log off. I live stream from 4:45 to 6:45. So we're going a little bit over today, but that's okay because I promised we would do some editing. In terms of color, guys, this shot gets transferred from S-Log 3 to Rec 709 and gets put in Gamma 2.4. But Demorgs, I'm very, very happy that you're here, and would love to learn about yourself, and would love to learn about Temjit as well. Feel free to check out some of my content. I'm live streaming every single day on Davinci from 4:45 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. Central U.S. time. And I go through color grading, I go through editing, I go through my selects process. I can even go through data management. Whatever you guys want to see, we can do. I think that this is another really good moving frames. And so we're gonna put our little 4x5 here, and we're gonna color grade. This one we're gonna color grade with Dehancer. And let's see what we can do. I'm new to Dehancer. It's a plugin for Davinci Resolve, and I do have a node structure and stuff, but really, what type of workflow issues have you noticed? So before adding Dehancer, let's turn it off. Let's add a little bit more contrast to this image. I don't want to darken it too much. I want the highlights to really pop. So I'm moving the gain, which controls the highlights, and left is shadows. In terms of color adjustments, I hate it when it does this. My parade isn't showing for some reason. I don't need it anyways. White balance honestly looks pretty good. I'm not seeing any type of white balance issues. Let's add Dehancer and let's mess around here. Speed ramping breaks audio if you keep it linked and stretch the video. It will slowly desync it over time and even corrupt the... So on my timeline, I am pressing Option and I'm scrolling with 2 fingers left and right. Swiping left and right. I don't know if that's the same for you, but I'm using a trackpad, holding Option left and right. I'll show you my fingers. Boom, boom, boom. So that's how I'm zooming. Bro, you know color grading will you make my future bright? Yes, sir. Um, this is looking crazy right now, but that's because it's Dehancer. Like when you add it, it looks crazy. I'm thinking let's go with so Dehancer is a film um simulation essentially. Well, it's stock. They like pretty much put a film look on your image. Um and I like print film typically. Glossy paper. Let's do print film. This you can see is a very filmy look. And that's only a couple of things I changed. Right? You're seeing a lot of grain. You're seeing honestly it gives it a really nice look. So Joel, thank you so much. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. And if not, please look back on some of my old streams. Some of my old streams, guys, I did full on edits from West Texas. I did a BMW edit on stream. If you guys are interested in that, feel free to check that out. Just a few clicks, it went from this to that. And I really like this image. It's kind of a desaturated look, kind of moody, very filmic. We have the 4x5 gates in here. I really like the image. There's not much else we even want to do with this, but we could change things such as like the black point, make it darker or whatever. We could add a bit more contrast, but we're really losing black detail. But I like my stuff very contrasty, but let's bring it to like a 2. Let's mess with the white point as well. I want to bring up the white point a bit. Yeah, that looks punchy. That looks like there's lots of color separation in the shadows and the highlights. I like that a lot. Let's go to color head. We can push blue into the shadows. Actually, it's not enabled. We can push blue into the image if we wanted to. A little bit of blue. We could push green into the image. I'm gonna push a little bit of green, like 1.5. Green and blue. And this is how we're creating our own look. Is using Dehancer. Not sponsored. I actually just got it unlocked from them. Shadows tone. Kind of want to push some blue into the shadows. Really, we're just creating the look. A look. Yeah, so highlights, I definitely want some warmness in the highlights. I'm liking this look. It looks very vintagey and chill. Film grain, you can make this whatever you want. 30 mil, 35 mil, 250. I like this amount of grain. I don't know if you can see on the live stream, but I like the grain that's being added. You can do stuff such as film damage, which adds like where is it? It's like these little speckles. It's kind of hard to see, but it adds like these little speckles in there. Film breath, which essentially like shakes up the. Actually, no, it like adds these like highlights into the image, which I'm not a fan of. I don't want film breath. Gate weave basically like shakes the footage and adds these little things on the side, but I have something above it. Overscan also, it adds like, you can do stuff like this on overscan. It's pretty cool. I personally like it. But I'm not going to use it for this one because I'd rather just have a clean image. But there's really not that much I would do with this. Maybe I could add more color, give it a bit of a color boost. So we get more warmth, and also we're seeing more of that blue in the shadows. But really, color grading is super subjective, so like whatever you think looks good, go for it. I'm gonna bring that color boost down actually. I want it to be around 10. I think that looks really stylistic. I think it looks filmic. I think it looks good. Alright guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching. The boring part is over. So good news is all of the editing, all of the fun stuff is happening tomorrow. We're gonna edit we're gonna begin an editing project from Tokyo, a travel film, potentially from all of Japan. And I'm gonna be live streaming it from start to finish. We're also gonna do, you know, some Instagram posts and stuff here and there. I won't be able to use copyrighted music, unfortunately, so we're gonna be using music from MusicBed, and we'll be making a YouTube video on stream. So the finished product will be posted, and everyone will be able to see exactly how we made it from start to finish. That's kind of the idea that I had. I think it's helpful. I wish I had something like this just starting, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram at Fitzmasterson, FITZMASTERSON. Would love to connect with you guys on there. And yeah, I'm going to play my outro right now. Any last minute questions or concerns or anything you guys want to say before I hop off? Let me know. If not, I will see you guys very, very soon. I'll see you tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Central. USA time. Adios. Thank you guys so much.
Today I depart. Meet the grand anatomy like a breeze curled in the embrace of the world's tepid branches. Think my father sung to a bird, the song unwritten, two mouths opening, closing to one another. And I will think my waltz to you, how it ripples and writhes in dim evening glow. This is how I write it, back and forth, triple time. How nobody writes a love song since.